Hey, it's Courier Girl, and today I want to talk about secret courier companies. Ooh, secrets. So, there are a lot of couriers that do not show up in Google search or whatever search engine you're using. They maybe don't have a web presence. You maybe have never even heard about them before, but yet they're out there and they're doing good business, and they're often really good companies to work for. So, how do you find these courier companies? Or let's step back a minute. Why are they secret? Well, a lot of times they are courier companies that work as subcontractors for major courier companies or major other companies that use a lot of drivers. For instance, you could have a large courier company that has a contract with a chain of doctor's offices or hospitals to do medical deliveries. And they have, let's say they have a couple hundred drivers, but sometimes they have overflow and they just don't have enough drivers to do everything that needs to be done. So they will contract with one or several smaller courier companies, and they will let them manage a cluster of routes or, certain amount of work, so that they can it's kind of like they're delegating or subcontracting to them. And so they can cover more work without doing the day-to-day management, and they can make sure that their customer stays happy. Some companies that I have dealt with that have done this are in the, like I said, medical industry. I've seen this in auto parts. I've seen this in banking, in mail industry, legal documents, and just a whole bunch of other ones where they just have too much work for their own employees. They're not able to hire people and train them fast enough. And so they look to other smaller subcontracted courier companies who maybe have, I don't know, anywhere from just a few to like 50 or more drivers who can help them get their work done. So, but these companies are not always on the internet. A lot of them don't have websites. They're just, it started out as a guy or a girl and a couple other people, and then it started growing, and they're well known by word of mouth, but not necessarily on the internet. So, how do you find these? Well, the easiest way is if you are already a courier. So that's why I encourage people to research and to get those first jobs that get you into the field, even if it's not ideal, because that's going to get your foot in the door, and that's going to help you find the opportunities for other work. And the way to do this is when you run into other couriers, and you will, I run into other couriers all the time, just start talking to them. Start talking to them. How's your day? How do you like your work? Just be friendly. You don't have to become their best friend, but become, kind of a friendly associate or whatever. And they will tell you who they work for, what kind of work they do, if they're hiring or not. They'll tell you all sorts of stuff. And you can start making a list or a file of these different companies that you might want to contact at some point to see if they have extra work, or to see if they have work that's more compatible with what you're doing. Even the app companies like the DoorDashes and the Instacarts, a lot of those people are doing several different apps or working for several different companies. There are people that work for courier companies but then do DoorDash when they don't have courier work, or they do Instacart when they don't have courier work, or any of those different ones. And so a lot of people, the more they're into it, the more they're kind of like in the know, because they're always exploring new options, or always trying to figure out how to be more efficient, how to do work they like better, how to make more money. They're always doing that. And some people are really, really good at it, better than others. So start talking to people and at least recognizing their faces and remembering their names, and you will find very quickly that you learn about a whole bunch of other companies that never came up in the Google search and that you never would have heard of otherwise. And maybe that could help you with the next step in your career. All right, that's it for now. You have a great day, and I will see you on the road.